I had always been fascinated by the hidden corners of our world, the places shrouded in mystery, and the abandoned spaces that whispered stories of times long gone. Urban exploration had become my passion, and it led me to some incredible discoveries. But there was one exploration, one bunker, that still haunts my dreams to this day. It started like any other adventure. Armed with a backpack filled with supplies and my trusty flashlight, I ventured into an old, decaying forest. My aim was to explore an abandoned military base that had long been forgotten by the world. The stories about this place were few, mostly just whispers among local thrill seekers, but that only made me more determined. After hours of trudging through the overgrown wilderness, I stumbled upon it, a rusted iron door, half buried in the underbrush. The entrance to the bunker. Excitement coursed through my veins as I pried it open, its hinges protesting loudly in the stillness of the forest. The air inside was cold and damp, and I could almost smell the history that clung to the walls. I carefully descended the narrow staircase, my flashlight revealing a world frozen in time. The walls were covered in peeling, faded posters, hinting at a world engulfed in a long-forgotten conflict. I knew I had stumbled upon something special, something no one else had seen in years. I wandered through the maze of underground chambers, my footsteps echoing in the eerie silence. It felt like I was stepping back in time, as if I were a witness to a chapter of history lost to the annals of time. I saw remnants of old military equipment, a makeshift infirmary, and a mess hall where plates lay abandoned as if the soldiers had just walked away. But as I ventured deeper into the labyrinthine corridors, I began to feel a growing sense of unease. The air seemed to grow heavier, and the dimly lit tunnels took on a sinister quality. I pressed on, driven by my insatiable curiosity. I entered a large, cavernous chamber, and that's when I found it. A room filled with rows of worn-out cots. But it wasn't the cots that sent a shiver down my spine. It was the sound, a faint, rhythmic noise coming from the corner of the room. My flashlight slowly panned towards the source, and my heart skipped a beat. There, in the corner, was a child's doll, swinging back and forth from a frayed noose, creaking with every sway. It was the stuff of nightmares, a grotesque and surreal sight in the midst of this forgotten place. I couldn't fathom why someone would hang a child's toy in such a macabre fashion deep within a bunker. The oppressive silence seemed to grow louder, closing in on me like a vice. I turned to leave, shaken to my core, but that's when I heard it, the faint, chilling whispers of a child's laughter. My flashlight flickered and died, leaving me in darkness. Panic set in, and I fumbled for my backup flashlight, but it too refused to cooperate. That's when I felt it, a cold hand on my shoulder, and a voice, soft and ghostly, whispered in my ear, "Play with me." I spun around, my heart pounding, but there was no one there. My footsteps echoed in my panicked retreat, and as I ascended the staircase and emerged back into the forest, I couldn't shake the feeling of something following me, something ancient and malevolent. The experience haunted me for weeks. The child's laughter, the hanging doll, and the ghostly voice replaying in my mind. I couldn't escape the feeling that I had unearthed something best left forgotten. I never returned to that bunker, but the memories of that day continue to torment me. I've since given up urban exploration, realizing that some secrets buried in the darkness are better left undisturbed. and some places are meant to remain lost to time.